Mulberry.
Boom, rolling. I hope this green screen works. If this green screen doesn't work, we're just gonna have a green ass background.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Episode 47 of the Mulberry podcast. I'm here with the SlowBurnCrew,
Gang, gang.
Yep.
local crew from Atwater, correct?
Mm-hmm.
This is Shortage and Chuda. I was calling him Shooter earlier. We had to make sure we cleared that up.
It's CH. It's Chuta or Chuta for my Hispanic folk.
Okay, there you go. That's what's up, man. So for people who don't know who you guys are, what do you guys do, man?
Man, we make music. We make content. We're still working on it right now. Background. We got a couple shit out right now, and we've been doing enough to get our name within the artists around the area.
Right.
But that's basically it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so you for the most part you rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're behind the scenes producer.
Yeah. I
all
produce the tracks. I mix and master the tracks. I do the cover art.
that? Okay.
All that shit, you know?
Damn, man, you got all the fucking grunt work, huh?
Yeah. It's all good, though.
You like it?
I love it.
How'd you start doing that? Like, how does
Just,
someone start wanting
Like
to,
beats or just everything in general?
Well, like, what'd you start with?
I started with beats.
Okay.
I started with beats back in freshman year of high school. I think he's a year ahead of me. So
Okay.
we went to Atwater at the same time. But my parents were working after school, so I would go to his house after school. I'd walk to his house and we just chill until my parents picked me up. But he put me on to like P-Rock and CL Smooth, like some old school hip hop shit.
Okay.
And then but before that I was just listening to like fucking Linkin Park and shit.
Yeah, right,
like
right.
like I didn't have any music before he showed me like hip hop.
Right.
So he showed me like P-Rock and CL Smooth and the beats. Like I was more captivated by the beats than the words, like the lyrics, I guess. So like immediately I was like, how do I make beats?
Right.
So I was fucking looking up behind the scenes of producers like making beats and shit, and I saw they had like these little drum pads, and I was like, oh, I want one. So I looked up a drum pad. It's called the Akai MPD 218. It's like a little 8 drum pad, and it came with Ableton. Like it's a software to make beats.
Okay.
And then that's where it started. I got Ableton, and then I was just guessing from that point, like
Just trial and error?
just trying to make beats like Pete Rock and shit, and Jay Dilla, just
Right.
like chill boom bap beats. It took a few years, but I got it down, and then my beats were whack. I was getting him to rap on my shit.
I was still, and we started the process together and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, he got the drum machine thing, and then he's like, "Come over," and I was like, "Bet."
Okay.
I
So
come over.
before, where you weren't rapping or nothing?
Nah,
none of
not
that?
even. Nah, I was really into poetry, and
Okay.
so like I was like I was quiet, so I was writing poems and shit. I was in love with writing.
Okay. So rapping and getting in front of like making music videos and doing all that, that was new for you.
Yeah, I had never thought like at all. Like even my pops would always tell me back when I was with them, like young ages, elementary. He'd always be like, hey, bust a freestyle. He'd always try to put me on to some rap music and shit, and trying to say, bust a freestyle, do this one now. And I was like, always like, nah, what the hell? What the hell?
People stared at me, man. What the fuck?
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So that's who. That's where you got like your hip hop influence from.
Yeah, some I got Snoop Dogg and Bone Thugs from my pops.
Okay.
But I have an older cousin, and he put me on that a lot. Like he just gave me all his music he had on his PSP. He put on mine.
Okay.
And that came with all the classes like Eazy-E, Ice Cube, and all that from the beginning. East Coast shit too, like Biggie, and then Mobb Deep and
Right.
Wu-Tang.
So like mostly 90s.
Yeah,
90s
yeah.
stuff. Okay.
That's what I was introduced to, and I was like, before that, I was listening to like Drake and like Kanye,
Yeah,
Lupe
yeah.
Fiasco.
Yeah.
That's who I was on, and it was like 2010 around
Yeah,
that
that
time.
was all like radio stuff,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was fucking with, and then hearing that, I was like, wow, like I like this a lot.
Yeah.
So I ended up doing my own research and whatnot, finding shit, and then I always tell him like, oh, like listen to this song,
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to this song.
So, cause you guys are both 21.
No, I'm 20.
You're 20,
Mm.
21.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because there's like that trend going on for a while. Like the youngsters, they don't fuck with 90s hip hop and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. They don't
Mhm.
give a fuck about Tupac.
Yeah, yeah.
Like all that, that was going on for a while. So I mean, it seems like that's what you kind of started with, so there was like more of a respect to it
Yeah,
for
definitely.
you. Plus, you like to write and stuff, and that's like a lot more like writing than just, nowadays it just seems like, because I love beats too. That's like what kind of I gravitate to, and it seems like a lot of the times like the lyrics and the voice is just like another part of the beat than like really like listening to like what they're saying. In some songs, in some instances, it's not like that all the time, but that definitely is like its own genre. Is just kind of saying shit over the beat. It's like another addition to it. But for what you are doing and like what you like, it seems like, I mean, that takes a lot more talent.
I was a fan. I was a fan, and I always wanted to do more research and learn more.
Right.
And I wrote some poems and whatnot, and it wasn't really like on the beats or nothing like that. I just wrote them, and then I showed him, and he's like, "You should rap." I was like, "Let me try."
So then you guys just work together, and that's cool because you guys both know each other, friends. So it's like a comfort thing.
Yeah, it was definitely that we was rocking with each other when we were both booty.
Yeah. So how did the SlowBurnCrew? How'd that all come about? Like that name and everything.
Should I begin the genesis?
I'll let you start it.
Okay, so once we decided we're gonna be a rap group, we're like, all right, we need more people, because like usually rap groups are big. Like
right.
all we knew was like Wu-Tang and shit, and like they got hella people. So like, all right, we need more people. And then he had homies that rapped, and then we had a older cousin that rapped, the guy who put him on to the 90s shit.
Okay.
And we're like, and then I had a homie that rapped too. They didn't really rap, but I was like, yo, we can do this. Like, I was all hyped up. I was like, oh, we're gonna be a rap group and shit. But we started, and then our first name we went by the Epidemics. Hella like 90s
right.
fucking that's the grimy shit.
Yeah.
And then it was 5 of us, and I think I take credit for like the reason we didn't like kind of prosper, because I was still learning how to make beats. So my beats were whack. I was sending them whack beats and shit, and like it was at a time, and like they couldn't flow on it. And I guess over time they're like, this isn't gonna go nowhere. So like one by one, they're like, yeah, we don't want to be part of the group and shit,
Right.
And they're like, for sure.
And how many were there before?
It was 5.
5 of us.
5 of us, yeah. And then me and Jaime were talking, like when we're like maybe like a year in of like learning how to make music. We're like, we had a feeling it just ended up being us two, because like even when we were whack, it felt like we were the ones putting like actually like trying to do something,
Right.
And it felt like the rest of them were no fault of theirs, right? Like they weren't like, because we were like in love with this dream, and it didn't feel like they were as dedicated as we were. So we just had that feeling, and then I mean it happened. It was just ended up us just being us two.
And you guys just been how long has it been you two?
6 years.
Oh shit, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
You guys been doing this? When did you guys like start? Like how old were you guys again? Like it was like early high school?
I was 16.
I was 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
You started making beats at 14?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. That's dope. So your most recent song on YouTube is I think it's Peanut Butter Breath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I brought that up earlier, and he said he fucking hates that song.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh.
He hates it more than me, probably.
Yeah, I hate it.
Well, so I brought up how you guys obviously it takes a lot of work to put out a good quality song, and who knows how many times you guys listen to that shit over and over and over.
Constantly.
Yeah, especially as like a producer, and you're just
going
through it, mixing it, and you probably by the end of it just sick of it, don't even want to put it out. Probably it's like
before. We had that song for like a year before we even decided to do the video.
Yeah.
So that was like.
Was it out for a year?
No, it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't out.
We just had it.
And just didn't want to. At the time, you didn't want to do nothing.
It was like I mean we usually change our plans frequently, but that was one of the plans that we had. Just have it there, keep making music and shit,
We were still evolving our sound ourselves.
Right.
So at the point we made Peanut Butter Breath, that was the peak of our skill. And then by the time we got to where we're gonna release it, it was like we've surpassed that point, if that makes sense.
Right.
So it was kind of like I don't know how to explain it really.
I think it was good you put a video out with it though. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a good quality song to be honest. Like,
Really?
Like the flow,
Yeah.
like the production, everything. It sounds good. It sounds
Cool.
professionally done.
Thank
to
you.
be honest, so I liked it. Like
Thank
when
you.
it first
Appreciate
came out.
that.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
It's probably we just don't like it because like as artists, you know how we
Yeah,
criticize ourselves with our work and shit. But shout out to I want to shout out IB Shocker. He actually mixed that song because
Okay.
he believed in that song a lot. He's part of the reason we even decided to put a big release to that song because that song was just gonna be like, oh, it's out now, move on. And then he heard it and he's like, yo, this could be big. And then we were like, oh, okay.
I mean, shit. I got what, almost 8K.
8,000 views, yeah.
Yeah.
It's our most viewed shit, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that shit was dope. So that was for me when I saw that. I was like, oh, these dudes are legit.
Mm.
Like, you know. And you know what, bro? I love peanut butter, man. But seeing him brush his teeth
Oh.
with the peanut butter, bro.
Yeah.
That shit rubbed me the wrong way, honestly. Like, it bothered me. I was like, come on, dude.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't fun doing it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is nasty.
Oh, we did like 20 takes.
With that
Yeah. Hella
That's
different
hard.
angles. But that was the point, trying to get people like, what the fuck?
No, it did, definitely, bro.
Mhm.
Because I was like, God damn, dude. Like, you know, just throwing that in there, you know, that was dope. So the
Appreciate
video was hard. And, you know, you guys did it over at, like, the second verse, I think, on the bike was at, like,
Yeah.
Veterans Field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, like, it was, if you're from here, and, like, you know where that's
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
So there's,
You
like, a
know.
local feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
The rest of it was like all shot in his backyard
Yeah.
or his house. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. The like the wall scenes, like where we have shit hanging. I built 2 walls because we had a vision for it, but like, who's gonna let us use their walls and shit?
Right.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll build a wall. I'm like, all right, how do I build a wall? So the walls are hella janky and shit, but they worked for the video. You can't see it in frame, but there's like, we had like 4 of our homies holding them,
Okay.
like holding them up and
Yeah,
shit.
shout out Xbox, shout out Dez.
Yeah, shout out Surgeon.
Who, Surgeon, that's the homie.
Yeah.
Who recorded that? Where'd you guys go to, like, was that all
That
in-house,
was-
too?
That was NTR. If you
Yeah.
have seen any of his work, but NTR, that's the homie. We went to him with the script originally
Mhm.
just to like, you know, he was our main go-to. Like, you know, maybe he could help us execute this vision we have. We had
Mhm.
wrote everything that was in plan for it,
Right.
and off the bat he fucked with it, and we're just like, bam, let's go.
Let's do it.
That's dope, man. It makes it easy, the whole process, probably,
Mhm.
when everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
You
Definitely.
know? I just believe in
Everyone sees the vision.
Yeah.
And it's like, it just makes everything smooth.
it. So, coming from a small town, doing what you guys are doing, how do you feel, like other artists and stuff? Like, do you like how, like, what's going on in this town, like what
Yeah.
you guys are doing? Because, like, man, I mean I heard of Surgeon, and then, you know, Spade, and then, you know, a few other people, and then you guys,
Yeah.
like, kind of all
And
like really all like we're like friends or like cool with each other, you know?
Yeah.
It seems like.
I definitely fuck with everything that's coming out of this area now, because I feel like it was a lot of gangster stuff, you know,
Mhm.
which is
Yeah.
which is fine. It's not bad, but I feel like now is the time for like the people who don't gangbang, who don't do that shit. That it's time, you know, the weird kids to come out and be like,
Definitely.
you know, what's up, you know?
Yeah.
I'm here too.
Yeah.
Get a load of
Yeah.
me.
That's what it seems like. It
Yeah.
seems like you guys have your own lane. You guys are just yourselves.
Yeah.
You don't have to, you know, you guys are wearing fucking fishing vests and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. You guys, because there is a lot of that around here, you know, and there's a lot of negativity, you know,
Yeah.
around here in this area, and you guys just fucking, just like you said, just figure it out on your own.
Mhm.
And if
Exactly.
no one believes in you, it's cool because you're the one putting in the work, and guess what?
Exactly.
Now you have the knowledge, you have the skill, and no one could take that from you guys. So it don't really matter at this point. You guys got it figured out.
Yeah.
You know. So I was super inspired just hearing all these youngsters. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know about none of this.
Yeah.
What's going on?
And,
You know.
and there's so much more that are like, even just across from those people you listed, so much more that are developing in sound still. That
Exactly.
just by next year, I just know that they're gonna be there. They're gonna be present, and people are gonna know about them.
Yeah.
And the more you guys learn, the more you guys do on your own, you guys could go and take that anywhere. You guys can move out of here, you know, go somewhere bigger like LA, but you guys have the skill set already established that you guys learn, you know.
Mhm.
So that's most important, and that's what I appreciate the most. So I mean, you guys probably have a lot in the tuck, probably.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the plan? Like, what's a big, like a long term goal with, you know, where you guys are at? I mean, you guys got a little, you know, a little clout with that video, and so it's possible you guys can do it, and you feel that you guys have gotten better since then. You know, that was a song you guys had for a while apparently. So, you know, what's the, because marketing is like a big deal too.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Like
Yeah.
that's, I mean, you can have all the gems, but if no one knows about it,
Yeah.
does it, you know?
Yeah.
So what's the goal?
Well, with the first plan, which was the 8-week program stuff we did, which is a single every week for 8 weeks, and then the big single with the video.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a lead up. The peanut butter was the end of the first 8-week program.
Okay.
So the goal of the 8-week program was to get all of our old shit that we like actually like out.
Okay.
And then that was mission accomplished. And then peanut butter was the finale of the first 8-week program. So right now we're working on the second 8-week program.
Who came up with that idea?
It was
Well,
both of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're very. It's really a team when we are working on anything that has to do with us progressing, or just anything that has to do with our brand at all. We're always ending on the same note. We're always, you know, we brainstorm. He gives ideas, I give ideas. Sometimes we don't agree, sometimes we do. You know.
Yeah. We just come to a general conclusion that makes both of us happy.
Yeah. I feel like that, man, that's kind of smart, because I feel like just the consistency of dropping like that, it keeps people like, oh shit, like it's Friday, like Slow Burn's gonna drop.
Exactly.
And then you give them like that good one, like the big one at the end that you guys planned for.
Yeah.
It kind of gets the attention on you guys because if you don't do that, you know, if you don't promote yourself in that way and you drop a banger, it's like,
It's just going to be there.
yeah, it's just gonna be there. And not,
There's so many bangers that are just out, and then no one's going to know about them because they don't hype themselves up in an interesting way, because people can hype themselves up all day just saying like, oh, I got a new single out, and no one's going to give a fuck.
yeah,
You got to put some creativity, some art behind it.
yeah,
Some like a cool little ad like you make up or some shit, something that matches the style of the song, you know.
yeah.
But most people don't put in that effort, but I don't know why, but I feel like that's what you gotta do.
So you guys are starting your second like run on that?
Yeah, all the songs are finished as in like we have the beat and we have the song, so now it's just mixing it all down and getting it to the final product, and getting the cover arts and shit, getting all the promo videos ready, all the cover arts, the songs finalized, all the music videos done, and then that's when we can be like, all right, let's drop this shit.
Right.
Because we don't want to, it's happened before, like in the 6 years of us dropping music and making music, where we're okay, let's drop a music, like, oh fuck, there's a cover art, and we already announced it's coming out Friday, like, oh, we don't even have a cover art, oh fuck, what are we gonna do for promo, like it's just like, fuck, what's going on?
Everything's been so rushed, and
Exactly.
even the 8-week program, the first one, that was kind of rushed as well, because we had set a date without. I mean, we just set a date, you know, and it was like, okay, we'll have it done by here.
Yeah.
And that made us kind of be like slim on time at the end, so we kind of had to rush too. And that's also a learning experience. This new run of singles and videos and all that we're doing, we're taking our time with it and make sure that it's all ready to go before we even decide when to release it.
Right. So it's all set up. Everything's done.
Exactly. We know what's gonna happen. We're gonna prepare for the worst. We're just ready.
Yeah.
I like to feel ready when we're dropping shit.
Yeah, it's dope, man. Do you guys have any? I mean, I know that you guys have a few features and stuff like that. Have you reached out to like any like bigger people, or have you just kind of been doing
Like to
more
feature-
local stuff?
Well, like the first 8-week program, I think every song on there has a feature from a local artist,
Okay.
and that was like, that was kind of the point, to like just like to show everybody that we work with everybody, and like our sound is like kind of like no matter what lane you're in, like we can make something dope, like just like showing off that we can make some dope shit with anybody. And the second 8-week has a lot of features too.
Yeah, not so much on the singles, but
Yeah, right.
there's this tape that we're working on. We've been working crazy at it. We've been making sure. We've been trying to get
That was it, bruh, with the fucking
like just this whole 8-week program. It's just the music has gotten so much better.
Oh yeah.
And not so many features on the singles. Maybe had like 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then the tape we have coming, we got a lot of people to help us with that, like a lot.
Yeah, and it's not like just a verse or anything. It's like them putting some extra layers on a hook that Chuda did, just to add some more texture to the song and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe this guy's just doing the ad libs because we like how his voice sounds, or he's doing this layer because we like how he sounds when he sings. Like little things like that. Like try to make it like very collaborative.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. I think. Well, what do you guys like? Because you said you guys are pretty versatile.
Yeah.
And what you guys can do.
Mm.
What do you guys like to do? Like when it's like, what's your comfort zone?
Spliff hop.
Yeah, the Spliff album.
Spliff hop.
Oh, Spliff hop.
Mm-hmm.
That's a genre. It's kind of our own genre. We
I was about to say I never heard of that.
We came up with it on ourselves. It might exist somewhere else, but right now we came up with it, you know. And I mean, spliff, you know, it's just a joint. You throw a little tobacco in it, throw a little something else just to get a different high, you know.
Okay.
So, spliff hop, you know, we're doing hip hop, but we're adding elements of everything else, you know, a little bit of something else.
So, what are some elements that you feel like you add that, like you come up with, like you give it your own name?
We really like just groovy. We really like groovy stuff. Bass lines that are really groovy, and I feel like sometimes I'm not necessarily rapping. It's more, and I don't want to say I'm singing either, but you know, it's definitely more melodic than anything. But it's just really just smoking weed music.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What inspired that? Just because you guys like to smoke weed?
Basically, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. I've always wanted to just make music that people can get high to.
Right. So you guys fuck with like, what are some current like inspirations, like some artists out now that you guys like get inspired by? I was gonna say like Currency probably, or
Yeah.
because
No, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just
Yeah.
throw that. I
Yeah.
wanted you guys to say it.
Currency, Burner, Wiz.
Okay.
Larry June.
Larry June for
Love
sure.
Larry June.
This I don't know if you've heard of Smino, but
Yeah, I love
Smino.
Smino.
Oh,
Smino's
yeah?
a big
Yeah.
inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Just every time, and Earth Gang, you know.
Earth
and
Gang.
I really get inspired by the people who are really their own person and
Right.
just different, and that's really it. And the others, you know, just real good smoking weed music.
Yeah. When did you guys first start smoking weed?
I'm sorry, mama. I was 14.
14. So high school.
Yeah. I've been trying since like 6th grade, but I was never able to do it.
Right.
Like when my cousin had put me onto music, I fell in love with Bone Thugs, and I fell in love with those weed songs. From the jump, I was always like, dude, what the fuck is weed? What are they talking about? I want to try that, you know?
Right.
And for the longest time, I tried trying it. And the closest I ever got was like my aunt had a bong, and I snuck in. And I was like, oh, this is so, you know, like everything that was there. And I tried to finesse it and do it, but it just didn't work. That was like 6th grade. And then finally high school came, and my friend we were just walking to school, and he's smoking it out of a pen, like a makeshift pipe from a pen. And I was like, can I try it? You know? And he's like, you want to try it? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, but you better not waste it though. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, inhale it. And I was like my inhaler? He's like, there you go. And I hit it, and I was like, well, I don't feel any different. So I hit it again. I took about 16 hits before getting to school. And just, we got to this light by GameStop, and my soul just left my body.
Right there on Bellevue.
Yeah. I felt like I saw myself from a third person view. Like I just felt like I left my body, and it was numb.
You were on your way to school?
Yeah.
How was that at school?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, but I remember everybody saying, "You're stoned as fuck."
Dude, I would have fucked around and just went home probably, honestly.
I had a bad experience. The one time I had a little more into my weed smoking, I was able to get my own stuff. and do it on my own time. So I was doing it on the way to school, and I forgot we had the little PSATs, and then so I'm blasted, you know. And then everybody, right off the bat, they were telling me like, dude, you look high as fuck. I'm like, fuck, bro. And so we go, and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot about the test today, you know. And I put my name down, and I was like, my stomach hurts. And then I put my head down, and I was trying to get to the fucking bathroom, and I was telling her, like, can I go to the bathroom? And she's like, just give me a second. She was taking too long, so I put my head down. I fell asleep for like 30 minutes.
Oh.
Nobody woke me up. I don't know how I got away that long sleeping. And this girl in front of me, she just smacked my head. She's like,
Oh, fuck.
I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh, I don't feel good. And I just puked everywhere.
Damn.
Everywhere.
So that shit made you throw up, like being that high?
No, I don't know.
Or were you just nervous?
Nah. It was definitely the weed.
Yeah.
Cause I got it for free from somebody that I didn't even really
Oh,
know.
some bunk.
I don't even know. He could have done something to it too.
Yeah.
But I threw up, and that was like, that was the reputation for a little bit. So yeah, that was a bad experience in high school.
What's your preference? What do you like to smoke out of?
I like papers, but I smoke blunts. I smoke backwards. I smoke bongs. You know, all that. I try to not smoke blunts as much, just 'cause it's not as healthy. But then, like, you're still smoking, but like just the nicotine. And I know myself, like, that's why I smoke the blunts, because of the nicotine. I know that's what I'm craving.
Yeah.
That's what I want, and I don't like to feel like that.
Yeah.
So I try to keep it to the joints.
What about like be hitting the rigs like with wax and all that?
Yeah, time to time. I don't go out my way to do it, but if someone's like, "Hey, take a dab," that's all right.
That shit's that's like next level shit, man.
Definitely.
That shit's rough. Short as you don't smoke or what?
Well,
You just let Chuda do his thing?
no, sometimes I smoke, but I'm not on the regular like him. But the first time I did like a drug and shit, it was well, oh fuck, I think I was like 17. Was it junior year of high school?
That was my senior year.
Yeah, so I was a junior, and I wanted to get high, but I didn't want to smoke.
Right.
I don't want to fucking smell. And he's like, oh, I got fucking this fool. He's like, I got you, bro. I'll get you a capsule. And I was like, oh, for sure. So we met up at the mall later I think it was a Friday or something. And then he's like, here you go.
Okay, full disclosure, I did tell him, are you sure you want to take this? I have weed. This is going to kill you probably. This is going to put you on your ass. And he's like, nah, it's good.
It's
and
good.
He just took that shit. And I was like, oh.
I took that shit.
Well, you didn't want to smell because your parents?
Just because my parents, you know, like just regular kid shit.
Yeah.
But, so I took it, and then I was chilling with him for like a few hours, and nothing was happening. And he's like, oh, fuck, my bad, bro. I was like, oh, it's all good. And then he left. And then I was just wandering the mall. I entered a Tilly's, and then it was over.
What happened?
Everything went hella white.
You just went blind?
Like a fucking flashbang went out, bro. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I was like knocking into the signs and shit. I was like, I was hella freaking out.
Tilly's workers probably like, we got a hose, dude. This dude's tweaking.
Yeah, but I finessed my way back to my car, and I was like, I'm gonna wait it out. It does not work, bro. It was like 10 p.m. And I was like fucking
just gone still?
Gone, bro. Like space traveling.
So how long were you sitting out in the parking lot?
Like fucking 4 hours, just sitting there.
When did you get home?
I called my mom. I was like, hey, can you come pick me up? I'm hella high.
Oh, what'd you say?
She just said, okay. But I knew it was bad when she was going to pick me up. But like 2 days went by. I have no idea what happened.
Fuck. So you even know, did you get in trouble or anything? Or
I got in trouble. But it's like 2 days went by of me just being like, just throwing up everywhere and shit.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, it was wild.
Where was he this whole time? Did you tell him?
Okay, so I had taken it with him, and my friend Mark had taking it with him as well. Like we took it together, and then we were thinking it wasn't working and whatnot. So we went home, and I was at my house. And my little brother was playing Fortnite, and I just started looking at it and just dying of laughter. And I was like, "Wait a minute, I know this feeling." And then I told my friend, I was like, "Mark, it's over. I'm high as fuck. You're next." You know. And then I was like, and then it clicked, and I was like. So I called him and I was like, hey. No, and then he texted me, like literally when I was thinking that, he texted me, he's like, "I'm dying." I was like, "What?"
Well, why'd you end up leaving him?
Cause I don't know. I thought, like I said, we thought they were just not gonna work.
Some bunk shit.
Yeah. They were.
I was gonna go home.
It had been like 3 hours that we were waiting for it to hit, and if anything, we had separated and it still didn't hit.
So you guys were like, "All right, I'm going home."
Yeah, basically. That's what it was.
You were still at the mall.
Bro, I was at the mall, bro.
It could at least hit when you were at home.
I tried to order fucking Wetzel pretzels, bro. Oh my god, I was just laughing at the lady, bro. I was trying to order like these Cinna sticks, and it was not working out.
Damn.
I got them though. I don't know how I got them, but I ended up getting them. I remember being in my car, and I was like, "I'm hungry," so I was just like, I wasn't even chewing. They were just in my mouth, and I was like.
Yeah.
And then it felt like I got caught in my mouth and shit. I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, "I'll get it with this," and I was like, cleaning my mouth with the cinnamon stick, bro.
Bro, you know cinnamon like dries your shit out, right?
I was high as fuck, bro. I was like, "Yeah, this is a good idea," and I was just fucking. But yeah, I just spit them all out, and I was like, "Fuck," it was over.
You ever? How do you feel like when you get high, and you like your creativity, or like when you're producing or making beats or whatever? Do you feel like it does something, or do you rather be sober?
I've only produced like 3 times ever, like high. But each time I don't remember making the beats, and each time the next day I'm like, "Yo, this is crazy." So I guess it works, but I prefer remembering making the beats. You know what I mean?
Like I prefer knowing what I'm doing. Yeah. What about you? Oh shit. What about you? You like to get high and like rap and shit?
I like to get high and do anything. No.
Bruh.
I mean, sad to say, but yeah, I do it when I wake up. I do it on my lunch break. I do it when I come home. I do it right before I go inside the studio, because I can't smoke in this room. You know?
Right.
But basically, yeah.
So you guys, it's the studio's at your house?
Yeah, it's
you guys
my
have
room.
your own like home.
Yeah.
It's my mama's house, but yeah.
Right. You ever record in like a professional studio?
I think we tried one time. Oh,
I don't know if I guess professional kind of.
Yeah.
It was the most professional we could get here, which was Steadfast. I don't know if you remember that.
Okay. Yeah. What was your experience? Did you like it, or did you rather be...
It's cool. It's dope environment. I like the scenery. I like being in just like the studio, you know.
Right.
It's like this is dope as fuck. It's just like the fucking video. This is Eric,
Yeah.
You know, I was like, Eric wrote all the weed up, you know.
Yeah.
And
fuck around, make a music video in there, huh?
Basically, it's dope. But at that time though, I was also very like around new people. I'm like, I don't really know you.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm still kind of like that too. I try to be more social now, but it's always like whenever I meet people I don't really know, I'm just like, I don't know you.
Plus, then you're doing like your creative shit around people that you don't even know or not really that comfortable with, you know. Plus, that shit costs money, and if you guys got your own pad, you know, or own like your room where you can do it and it comes out good, then fuck it, you know.
Definitely. I think most of the stuff. Oh my bad.
No, you're good. Go.
Most of the stuff we done, like, it was in my room, and it's like off the first mic we ever bought. So, and really, it's like the mixing that makes it sounds good, and that I just learned that over trial and error. Like, all right, export this doesn't sound good, and I go back and fucking just trial and error, like figuring it out. And so I got to like where I am now, where every time I export, I was like, oh yeah, this shit hit. So I mean, to us, there's no real reason to go to a big studio besides, oh fuck, we're in a big studio.
Right. But do you think you could get a job at like be an engineer, like at a studio?
No.
Or is that like?
Because most studios like most studios like provide like require you have to do Pro Tools,
Right.
and I do everything in Ableton.
Okay.
So I could probably finesse my way into an internship, but like I have no. If I go out of my way to learn Pro Tools, that's like taking away from our grind currently.
Right.
So that's like more of a side quest, like for me personally. But I'd rather just stick like I know how to do this. Let's work our shit out and progress as much as possible.
So you're more focused on the group and like you two getting
Exactly.
than just
Because once we get to a certain level, I can do whatever I want.
right.
I can go learn Pro Tools. I can buy all the synths I want and shit. But right now it's like, all right, let's fucking focus on this.
How do you feel your growth has been over the past couple of years?
Because even when I listen to the like even the beats I made last year, I'm like, yo, this is whack.
Right.
Like I hear to the like just listening to the production I've made recently, I'm kind of proud of myself because it's like, wow, I did it. Like I made it to the level where I can do what I hear in my head. I can just do it.
Right.
It's not like how do I do this? Like I automatically know how to do it, and I mean, I don't know. That's what it is.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Have you guys done any live performances?
Did a couple. We done one recent one that was a bad one too.
Oh no, bro.
Well, I was trying to ask because you're pretty. You know kind of started out introverted. I feel like you know so doing that is like putting yourself in front of like a crowd and how was that like the first experience like your first time?
The first experience was at a bar.
Okay.
And he wasn't even there because he had to work.
Yeah, I was.
Damn, you left him on his own.
I couldn't, bro. I couldn't go.
You're his right hand man, dude.
And I mean, it was cool. I was definitely nervous, but it was different when in the moment, and it was a good learning experience. Nobody was like fucking with me, but like still, I was still going.
Yeah.
I was still giving my all.
How long was that session or whatever?
It was probably like 8 minutes, maybe.
Oh, you just slept there for just a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, it might have been even 4 minutes.
Where was that at?
The Turtle Club, something like that.
Where's that at?
Modesto.
Oh, Modesto. And then what? So something bad happened the last one you guys did or something?
Yeah. The last one we did was the Rob's show. The No Filter one.
The No Filter festival.
Where does he do that at?
It was at Suarez's house. It was like a live stream festival.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it was a dope idea, but everyone was going up, right? It was their turn or whatever, and it comes to our turn, and I do our live like concert shit live with my drum pads. So like I cue the songs, like we practice cueing the songs when we're gonna do them. There's like dialogue. We practice like like this is how we're gonna do the show.
It's a real show when we're trying to give people a show to see.
Yeah.
Not just rapping over beats.
Yeah.
Just not rapping over.
Exactly.
Or like rapping over your own voice.
Yeah.
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 It's like any chance we have, we want to show that we're different and like trying to make ourselves unique in a way, So our show, I had the drum pad out. It was like kind of hectic, so I was like, oh, I gotta set it up, blah blah blah. So I brought a table to put my drum pad on, and then I was like rushed, but in my own head I was rushing myself, and I put my laptop because the laptop powers my drum pad, and it has the sessions and all that shit. I put the laptop on the ground in front of me, and how it was, the live set is like a square, and the first song is one with Chuda and Oso. So it was like this like 3 by 3 foot square, and we were trying to fit all 3 of us in there. So I was like finger drumming the intro, fucking everyone's like, oh shit, they're doing live drumming. You're like, oh fuck, here we go. Like the energy's going up. We're about to do it. And then I'm about to press the button to drop the song in with the first hook, and then I'm like tapping my foot to keep time, and my foot knocks over the table, and the table falls, and I see it in slow motion in my eyes. I'm like, fuck. The table falls, my laptop's like this, snaps my laptop in half.
During the show?
Live, bro. Snaps it in half live.
You're just like standing there?
Yeah, you just, we have a video. There's video. I'm like, oh, fuck. It's just
you gotta
like,
send me that. I'll fucking play it.
We'll send it to you, bro. Oh my god, it was so tragic.
So then after that, you guys are just standing there like, well, fuck, I guess that's it.
We're just like,
we're like, well, they were first. They were like, where'd the music go? And I was like, on the ground, bro. It's gone.
They had like a MC host guy. They had a host, and like he stole the microphone and just kind of like say like, oh, you know, he's giving attention away from that.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That's good.
No, and we were just trying to figure everything out. We're getting out of frame and everything.
Yeah, we're like, are we gonna go back on? And I was like, and my computer wasn't even turning back on.
So, did you lose all your shit off that computer?
At first, I thought I did, but I got back home, and thankfully, I backed up everything already.
Okay.
So everything that was crucial, I have. It was just like the most latest shit, like from a week before I lost. But it was like, fuck, my laptop's gone.
Yeah.
But that laptop was like, that's my first expensive laptop. Like, I bought that, so, because before I just buy like $300 laptops.
Right.
And they would always like crash because I'm like running programs on it and shit, can't handle it.
It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck you trying to do here, man? I'm a Chromebook.
Yeah, there's too much shit going on here.
Yeah, so I bought like, I got a credit card and then I bought Alienware. Awkward. I bought Alienware. And then that was this laptop. It could run everything. I was like, yes, we're set forever. Because like we can buy like the cool plugins that wouldn't work on a Chromebook or nothing like that, you know. But yeah, I lost that guy. I still need to repair it. It's just broken in my room. But I have to mail it out, and then they could tell me how much it is to repair it. But I haven't got to it yet.
How recent was this?
A month ago, maybe.
Yeah, a month now.
Oh, this shit just happened?
Just happened.
It just happened.
Oh my god.
It was also at an inconvenience for us because
oh my god, dude.
The week after that, we had plans to record the tape that we're working on. The tape, it's called Hollywood's Burning, and the shit broke. It was like, fuck, you know, there goes that.
Because the plan was
we had a whole Airbnb secured and everything, and it was just a slight inconvenience.
There goes everything. But I finessed like a desktop for free. It was not like as quality to my laptop, but I was like, we can make it work.
Right.
So we're like, we already have the Airbnb. We already have everybody coming with us that we want to come. We have like the sessions like planned out. So it's like, we got to make it work. So
you guys did that already?
We did it already.
Yeah. How was that? How'd
that
go?
It was an amazing experience.
Hell
and
yeah.
I feel like everybody who was there could say the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because we brought everybody, obviously, so we can have more energy around, and as well as help with the Airbnb.
Where was the Airbnb at?
In LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And people were like, "Why are you going to LA?" We're like, "Just for the vibes, man."
Yeah, man. Just
get
a different scenery going
exactly.
and shit. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's cool. You guys are doing like different shit like that, like, you know, just trying to, you know, have people around you and keep just creating and shit like that, you know. So that's good. Do you feel like people around here support you guys a lot, or do you feel like they're just like whatever? Or
I feel like the people who do see us have some sort of support, whether it's, oh, I see y'all doing your thing, or it's them being like, you know, like, I fucks with y'all heavy, I listen to your songs all the time, and I'm waiting for you guys to drop again. And it's usually between those two, you know.
Yeah.
Either that or they just don't know who the fuck we are.
Right. But you feel like it's not you feel like it's going good, like, around here, community wise?
Yeah, I would say so. Definitely from the jump, we was always different, so I feel like, and I was always, we were in high school doing it, so that's where everybody's listening.
Yeah. But also everyone's the most judgmental.
Exactly. And we came in different, and everybody's like, okay, we know what the fuck you did the first time. That's what we're gonna expect the whole time, other time. So maybe turned off from the beginning of it.
Yeah.
A lot of people like.
Just because the weirdness that we're bringing to it, you know.
I think the consistency though is that's what's gonna, even people who might not fuck with it at first, you guys keep doing it. Like, there's gonna be, you know, songs people don't like, and there's gonna be some they do, you know.
Right.
And if you just keep doing it, they're gonna be like, damn, like these motherfuckers still doing it.
Yeah.
So, cause I don't know how many people I know who like start and then they just slowly just disappear, cause it's a long grind. Like, everyone wants to like make a song or make an album and then, you know, wake up the next day and they're fucking blown up, you know.
Nah, it's a process.
Like on some like I Love McConan shit, like just one song, next thing you know, like Drake's hitting him up. And shit, you know? But just appreciate the slow grind, man. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I was even thinking, I don't know, like, let's say like if this were to just blow up, right, and I just had so much like viewership and all this like all at once, like I don't even know if I can handle it, you know. I think a lot of people can't. And then, you know, the pressure of being like that dude's like a one-hit wonder, or like I Love McConan, who was like on top for like a short period of time, but then just kind of like disappeared, because it's a lot to handle, and most people aren't prepared for it, especially if it's like overnight.
Yeah.
But you guys seem to have like this, you know, consistent grind, future plans, you know, and all that. And if you guys stick with that, man, you're just gonna see like a steady growth, and hopefully something fucking pops off for you guys, you know. Be on fucking No Jumper and shit.
We don't need No Jumper. This is No Jumper.
This is No
This
Jumper.
is better.
This is the 209 No Jumper.
That's what I always thought. Every time I watch these ones, I'm always just like, I don't want to call him Adam 22, but
dude, he was cause I used to like watch that shit like back when like X did his like way back then, like before I even knew like who the hell they were. That's how I got into like SoundCloud rap, honestly. And then he was into bikes. Like I used to race BMX and shit. So like he like was doing the bike shit before the podcasting and all that. So like I've always like fucked with that. Like they definitely an inspiration on my end.
That's dope.
So, but dude, is there anything else you guys want to talk about that we haven't talked about? Any fucking stories or anything? I feel like you guys you know, this is your guys' first interview?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I know we've been trying to do this for a while, but you know, shit happens.
Yeah, it's all right.
But fuck, man, what's your guys' next, like, what could people like look out for right now? Like, what's coming out right now?
Right now, as I could say, for the rest of the year, you're probably not gonna hear any SlowBurnCrew. Like,
damn, man.
Like for the rest of the year.
I was waiting for like, next month. Check it out.
No,
You're over here like,
I you could be on the lookout for 3 shooter features that will be coming out this year, and I'm not sure when they come out, but I got one with Trav, of course. I got one with Surgeon.
Shout out Trav Murray. Shout out
Trav Murray.
I got one with, and then I got one with Suarez. I don't know if you ever met him or not yet. But him.
That's about it.
That's about it. Other than that, I mean, there's a little side tape we're gonna work on. If it gets finished by this year, then you'll have it this year. But no promises. Definitely next year. Next year's gonna be crazy.
Next year's gonna be wild.
Every song, I promise you, every song is not bad.
Yeah.
That's good. You guys like your girl, the steady grind you're on?
Yeah. We've talked about it and come to terms like this is not gonna be fast. Like we were talking about it like just like personal. Like we've come to terms that this is a slow grind and we're not gonna make money for a long time, and we just gotta fucking make dope shit.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's a good mindset to have, man. It's gonna keep you guys going. It's gonna keep this shit growing, man.
On top of that, it's just fun as fuck.
It's fun.
Hell yeah.
Every session is fun. Every time we experiment with new sounds, and every time we're just trying new shit, it's always a fun experience. We're always goofing off at the time we're recording. Like it was never a serious moment. Sometimes it fucks us up because like we just can't get a takedown because we just keep goofing off. But we know also when we get serious though, we get serious. But it's good. It's great. I love working with this guy.
That's good,
it's fucking it's hella fun all the time. Just oh my bad.
No, go my fault.
But just every time, like sometimes, like lately, this guy's been coming through with some crazy flows. I'm like, how did this spawn in your head, bro? Like, how do you come up with these rhythms inside this beat? Like,
well, how do you get it from his beats, or is it something that you think of beforehand, or do you just sit and listen?
If we're not, I mean, we used to do it a lot to where he would send me beats and then it would be like that. But I think everything that's coming out now has been like we've worked on it from scratch.
Yeah. And
if not, we definitely restructured everything that was supposed to be from the original.
A lot of times the beats that you'll hear aren't the original beats.
Okay.
Like the melodies would sound different than what you would hear. The drums will be different, the cutouts will be different. His layers, you don't even know how many layers this guy does. We do like 10 layers of fucking verse. It's wild.
I feel like Kid Cudi sometimes.
Yeah.
yeah, that's dope, man. Well, fuck, dude. I appreciate you guys. Having me over here.
Yeah.
And is this Granny's Trap House? Is it the Trap House or what?
This is where the shenanigans go down.
The shenanigans
This is
happen.
shenanigans spot number 2.
Yeah.
This is shenanigans too.
Yeah.
That's dope. Well, shit, man. Appreciate you guys. Keep doing your thing, man.
Yeah,
We're gonna always.
definitely.
I'm gonna have all your like your links in the description below,
For
so they
sure.
can check you out.
For sure.
And just keep grinding, man.
Definitely,
we
bro.
will, definitely will.
Hell yeah. But this is the Mulberry Podcast, episode 47. This is the Slow Burn Crew. And we'll see you guys.
Mulberry.